Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is weekend. It is a Saturday morning. Hope you've had a good week and that you are ready to find some rest on the weekend. Get yourself ready for the next week to start. Esbrela, good morning. Happy Saturday. Awesome seeing you. Right, Saturday meditation. Our teacher this week is John Wellwood. I did have to sneak in a Krishnamurti today as well. I couldn't resist adding what so beautifully complements what John Wellwood says. Somebody, good morning. Happy Saturday to you. Right, first one from John Wellwood says, awareness born of love is the only force that can bring healing and renewal. Awareness born of love is the only force that can bring healing and renewal. To really understand this sentence, I think we have to kind of reach for the opposite. What is the opposite? What does the opposite feel like? Maggie, good morning. It is so good to see you there. Happy Saturday. And Jacqueline, good morning. We're seeing lots of you, Jacqueline. It's awesome having you here. Awareness born of love. It is so easy to find awareness not from a place of love, not born of love, but awareness born of fear. How easy do we look at ourselves with a very deep awareness of our flaws, a deep awareness of everything we do wrong, and feel that sense of awareness not in a place of love, but with all of the fear of what we are scared of. Let me put it differently. The things that scare us the most are what we think we are and what we think we are not. Awareness born of love is the only force that can bring healing and renewal. We have to have the same awareness that sees it all, not missing anything, not turning away from anything. See the flaws, yes, and see the beauty, see the pretty and the ugly, and hold all of it without pushing any of it away. That is the kind of awareness born of love that John Wellwood speaks of. I couldn't help but add in Krishnamurti because he says this beautifully as well. To understand oneself is to be aware of every thought and every feeling without condemnation. That is what we want to reach for. Not to judge or criticize anything that happens inside of us. To understand oneself is to be aware of every thought and every feeling without condemnation. When you condemn, you put a stop to your feelings and thoughts. But if you do not condemn or justify, we're not trying to justify these thoughts and feelings either, we're trying to just understand them. If you do not condemn or justify or resist, then the content of your thought will reveal itself. Experiment and you will see. I'm looking at the date of this. He said this in 1948. To be able to have an awareness of every thought and every feeling without judging, without criticizing, just seeing. I want you to remember this. The better you get at seeing, observing, holding every thought and feeling, the reminder is, who are you being while you do that? Who are you being while you have the capacity to look at all your thoughts and feelings with no judgment? Right, last one, we're back to John Wellwood. He says, forget about enlightenment. Don't have those kind of goals. Sit down wherever you are now and listen to the wind singing in your veins. The goal is not to be somewhere else, to find some enlightenment in some future scenario. The goal is to be here now and sit with whatever is. The better we get at that, the more we find how it brings a very easy flow that helps us flow to wherever it is that we need to be anyway. So if you're ready, our meditation today is along these veins. It is about how do I be present with everything? How do I sit and look at all thoughts and all feelings with an awareness born of love? A simple exercise is paying attention to our physical senses. Can I sit and experience my physical senses without judgment? It's not too difficult. The more I practice doing that, the easier it becomes to do that for my inner senses too. Can I sit and experience my inner senses as well, without any judgment, without any resistance? That's possible too. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes and let's have today's journey. Starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn deep down into your belly. As you breathe in, just imagine that you have a balloon in your belly. Now what you're trying to do as you breathe in is inflating the balloon in your belly. As you do that, feel yourself grow from your core in all directions, expand, bigger and taller. Once you have a belly full of air, let it all go. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders and drop your head. We'll do the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward. Roll out your neck muscles. In big half circles. To the left and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward. Make the circles big and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards. Make the circles as big as you can. Roll your shoulders slowly. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your whole upper body over to the left. And lean your whole upper body over to the right. As you release, stretch, move or adjust any part of your body. That still needs a bit of help settling down. From this beautiful space of presence, you can turn inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of the journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long and slow exhale. Let's take a deep deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, feel into your body to bring softness into every cell in your body. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow. Your shoulders are slowly falling. Your body is slowly softening. And you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting, dissolving, slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep into your belly on a journey into you, and you are invited to follow. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nose. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. You are falling into you, holding you inside of you. Hold your breath only for as long as it feels really easy. Followed by a long, slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, welcome yourself to this body. Our whole journey is about experiencing this body. Take your next big breath. Our journey goes from top to bottom, being open to the experience that our body provides us. Simply observing, allowing ourselves to feel whatever our body is feeling. We're starting with your eyes and what you would have seen if you were to open your eyes, but keep them closed and apply your mind to it. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, what would be the most obvious thing you'd see if you were to open your eyes? And take your time as you dive into you to inspect this object from all its angles and study all of its details. Take your next big breath. We're changing gears, and with your next deep breath, what would have been the most or the least obvious thing that you could see if you were to open your eyes? Take a moment to think about what is in your room, what would be almost hidden. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, study that object from all its angles, finding with your mind all of its details. Take your next big breath. Thank your eyes for the experience they provide you, and notice your ease with which you're able to observe. We're taking a step down to your ears and what you can hear. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, pay attention to the most obvious sound you can hear. Listen deeply. See if you can pick up different layers to that sound. Take your next big breath. And then change gears, and with your next big breath as you dive deep into you, try and reach for the least obvious sound. Something you'd almost have to strain your hearing to pick up. Take your next big breath. Thank your ears for the experience they provide you, and notice the ease with which you're able to have the experience, and just observe. For the next 2 stops, change your breathing to whatever works for you. With your next big breath, you dive deep into you. Pay attention to whatever obvious smell you can pick up. Take your next big breath. As you dive deep into you, see if you can pick up any secondary smell. Whatever other layer of smell you can find. Take your next big breath. Thank your nose for the experience it provides you. And notice the ease with which you're able to observe this experience. With your next big breath, you're exploring taste. As you take a deep breath, pay attention to whatever obvious taste you can pick up. Take your next big breath. And then changing gears with your next big breath, can you pick up any secondary layer of taste? Anything else beyond the first obvious one? Take your next big breath. Thank your mouth for the experience it provides you. And notice the ease with which you're able to observe this experience. A final stop is the surface of your skin. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, scan your skin and find where is the most obvious sensation on your skin. And when you find it, see how many different sensations, how many layers of sensations you can find in that obvious spot. Take your next big breath. Breath as you dive deep into you. Find where on your skin is the slightest sensation. Something you can barely feel, but when you pay attention, it's there. Take your next big breath. Thank your skin for the experience it provides you, and notice the ease with which you're able to observe this experience. We'll do just one more big breath together to help us slip out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in. Hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There's no more attention on your breathing. Sit all the way back, or lie all the way back down. Feel yourself just floating. An awareness born of love is what John Wellwood said this morning. Take a moment to recall all of the outer senses you experienced, and a moment of loving your body for the outer experiences you just had. An awareness born of love. To remember your inner experiences, your inner senses, those that give you feedback, not of the world around you, but the world inside you, thoughts and feelings and emotions, awareness. Krishnamurti told us, being aware, becoming aware of every thought and feeling. With practice, we do have a better awareness. We become so familiar with our thoughts and feelings that we don't have an emotional state that slip past the gates anymore. We can see them all. We can feel them all. Becoming aware of every thought and feeling without judgment, without criticizing. Can you find a space in your body where you also have appreciation for the experience your body gives you of your inner world? awareness born of love. Loving even the tough experiences we have. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you and invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this body, with its outer senses and also inner senses. For the ease with which I am able to observe and have the outer experiences. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to slowly have a similar ease about the inner senses. Finding that it's possible to have that space in which I can observe the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions in a similar way. Knowing just like a sound or a smell will come and go, so do thoughts and feelings come and go. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for being willing to be open to all the experiences your beautiful body provides you. Breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Good morning, Vivian. I want to remind you of who you're being when you're able to do this. Ask yourself the question, if I can sit and observe what I'm feeling, if I can hold these experiences while I kind of watch what comes and what goes, if I'm able to look at all the thoughts and feelings and not judge anything or justify, just watch, who am I being then? Which part of me am I being when I am not the fear, but I'm looking at it and holding it? When I am not the sadness, but I can look at the sadness and hold it and sit with it. Who am I being then? Hey Antoinette, I just saw you pop in. Good morning. Everything you practice, you become better at. What if you practice more being this part of you? If you spend more time practicing being your soul, higher self, whichever part this is, truth is you become better at being that. So much love to you all. Have a beautiful Saturday. Remember, tomorrow's meditation is all about silence, less talking, more just coming together and sitting quietly. Lots of love to each and every one of you. Have a beautiful day. Ciao, ciao.